This is a special week at GrowingDeer.tv as we celebrate our 5th anniversary. 260 shows released every week without ever showing a repeat episode. We're really thankful to our loyal viewers and our partners that help make this possible. If you'd like to see us grow even more, just cut that link and share it with your hunting buddies. Thanks for watching GrowingDeer.tv. It was a great way to celebrate our 5th anniversary by taking both of my daughters hunting. You may have watched last week as Raleigh tagged a nice buck with her bow.
You got it. You nailed it. You nailed it. You nailed it.
Rae was able to join me the next day as we set off during Missouri's youth season. Long-term viewers have watched Rae grow up through the years. She's tagged several deer and turkey and is an adamant hunter.
Yay! I just shot my second deal. Second big tree right behind it. Shot one!
I never have to beg Rae to get out of bed and go hunting with me. Rae enjoys watching creation, reading a book during the slow times, and gets really excited when there's a shot opportunity.
You nailed it.
Rae feels a sense of pride in helping the family attain natural venison for the freezer. Rae's outgrown the little single-shot .223 she started with, and this year she received a special gift, a Winchester Model 70 Compact in .243 caliber. Before youth season, we spent a lot of time with Rae, allowing her to get used to and shoot the new gun. After watching Rae shoot, I was totally confident that when I said shoot, there'd be venison on the ground. More?
Right there.
If you're allowing children or new shooters to practice with a centerfire rifle, I strongly suggest you use some type of recoil suppression system. I like to use the lead sled because it takes out almost all the recoil and it's easy and comfortable to use. Getting punched several times will allow new shooters to develop bad habits such as flinching or jerking away. Rae hasn't developed those habits since she started out using a lead sled, and I want to keep it that way.
Growing Deer TV is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops, also by Reconics, Trophy Rock, Muddy Outdoors, Non-Typical Wildlife Solution, Eagle Seed, Nikon, Winchester, Scent Master, Dead Downwind, Antler Dirt, Lacrosse Footwear, Redneck Hunting Blind, Bloodsport Arrows, Prime Bows by G5, Outdoor Edge 9, and Flatwood Natives.
It's November 2nd, the second day of youth season. It's really cold and the wind is coming towards us, but we saw a bunch of deer coming up here and I think I'll get one.
That afternoon, there was a strong south wind, so Rae and I changed positions and went to a redneck blind in a food plot we call Tracy's Field. It's located so right across the creek, you can see into another food plot we call Blue Hoe. With the south wind, we figured that we might see deer in the Blue Hoe field. Rae is very familiar with this blind because it's the same location where she tagged a nice buck last year. During that hunt, there was a north wind and Rae was focused on Tracy's Field. During the afternoon, we caught some glimpses of young bucks and even some antlerless deer crossing Blue Hoe Field, but it happened too fast or it just wasn't something Rae was comfortable with. During last light, 2 mature does entered the Blue Hoe Field a little bit over 200 yards away. I've seen Rae shoot off the dead shot field pod a couple times before, and I was totally confident she could make this shot.
I could shoot him right now.
You could?
I could.
What do you want to do?
We know that they're does, right?
I can't tell, honey.
I think that they are.
You got a better view through your, let me
Yeah, they're both does. They're both does.
Let me focus through here a little bit.
Can I shoot them? They're both standing still.
I think the one in the back is slightly bigger, but it's up to you. Tell me before you shoot.
Okay, I'm gonna
You gotta
shoot.
take your safety off.
I'm gonna shoot the one in the back. Okay.
Right in the shoulder, Ray. Right in the shoulder. Follow through. You dropped her like a rock.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you dropped her like a rock, girl.
Okay.
You dropped, she didn't wiggle, she didn't move, she didn't go kadunka, she just dropped like a rock. Awesome job, Ray. This year, Ray was using the new Winchester Deer Season XP ammo. It's likely the first ammo ever built from the ground up specifically for white-tailed deer. With its larger impact diameter, it's made to be optimized for knockdown power in a white-tailed deer, unlike other bullets that are overbuilt so they can be used for elk or larger animals. It was obvious from watching Ray's shot on this deer that that design is perfect for whitetails. After watching the results of Ray's shot and cleaning her deer, I'll be using Winchester Deer Season XP this year, and next year it'll be widely available to deer hunters everywhere. Stop shooting. Right behind us, there's a tree. Follow through. You nailed it. Later that week, we rode over to the Kentucky Proving Grounds, where there are more does than the food plots can produce quality forage, and I really enjoy hunting a target-rich environment. We selected a stand in some hardwoods just across an interior road from a bedding area, and it wasn't long till we heard footsteps in the leaves. We spotted a good buck about 70 yards away, and the path he was on was going to take him about 50 yards behind our muddy tree stands. Adam and I was confident that that buck would follow one of those does past our stand. As the buck approached, Adam and I both knew we'd have a short window to estimate his age before the shot opportunity passed. At first glance, I thought it was a 4-year-old buck, and the landowner requested his guest to pass bucks younger than 4. But as the buck got a little closer, Adam and I could both tell that neck broke way above the brisket and had the tip go straight back of a 3-year-old buck. I'm gonna shoot this big doe right here. I've now shot several deer with the Havoc broadhead, and I'm very confident with my current bow, arrow, and broadhead setup. As one of the mature does come up, she was quartering to me a little bit, but it was a close shot, and I was extremely confident I could put it where the money counts. It's perfect. I could instantly tell it was a good shot. As I stood there quietly, I was confident I heard her fall about 70 yards away. Look up, see if you can set deer before we blow something out here. Here she is, laying right there. There's deer laying right there. I looked at that first and I said, my gosh, that's an antler on that thing. Just say, he is shooting good today. Look at that slice on that thing. Yeah, I put it right there. I didn't want to bury it in there, although really pretty confident with that actually. And worked out perfect, 70 yards, easy drag. Uphill. Now, unfortunately, I brought my bow, and I got to protect it, so I'm going to carry my bow out while you drag this deer out.
Yeah, I was going to say easy drag for the guy who nominated the 2 other guys to drag.
Gaining the long-term access and friendship of a landowner can be as easy as following his harvest guidelines and helping out with some habitat improvement projects. Even though it's during the rut, we're taking a little midday break, gonna make a tree plot right next to where the landowner had planted some other trees. But when we look at this, we notice that he didn't put a tree protector, and 5 of the trees have been killed by bucks rubbing on them. Chris and Tina from Flatwood Natives joined us on this hunt at the Kentucky Proving Grounds. and they brought 5 pear trees to Mr. Hamby's property. Not only is mid-November a great time to be deer hunting, it's also a good time to plant trees. So we want to go through a few steps in establishing a tree plot. We've dug our holes, and you want the hole as deep as the tree pot, but no deeper because you don't want water standing in this area. You also want it about twice as wide, so you've loosened up all that soil so those feeder roots can expand out from the base of the tree. First thing I do is start with a slow release type fertilizer in the bottom of the hole. Now you don't want too much. Trees don't take a lot of fertilizer like soybeans or something else. Just a handful in the bottom and a little bit more as we're packing in the dirt. Gently take the tree out, not putting much pressure on this. You notice I've got it laid over. Put that right in the bottom, and you can see I've got it right at ground level. Air pockets are natural root pruners, so if a root's growing and hits a pocket of air, it will kill that root. It's important to tamp down and then use water and fill it around. You don't want to saturate the whole hole. You just want enough water where you can pack it down. Make sure all the air pockets are out, and keep adding dirt about an inch at a time. All the trees are planted, and the next step is pruning these lateral limbs. It's never too early, especially during the dormant season, to start pruning. You want to cut as close to the stem as you can without damaging the bark on the main trunk. And we're going to leave this tree with 1 main leader. This will grow up and have plenty of lateral branches and require more pruning in the future. We showed you earlier what happens when you don't protect fruit trees. Oftentimes, deer will rub them to deposit their pheromones. A really easy way to solve that and benefit the growth of your tree is use a tree protector. Protects it physically, conserves moisture. Tree tubes are a necessity when establishing a tree plot. Another really important step is a tree mat, so there'll be no weeds growing right around this young root ball of the tree, competing for moisture and nutrient. Secure it down. Do that on each corner, and you'll have a very well protected tree, saving moisture and protecting it from physical damage. A final protector actually protects the tree and some important wildlife species. It's called a bird net. We simply open up the netting, stick it over the top of the tree tube. During the springtime, several species of birds are looking for cavities to nest or go down in here, potentially damaging the tree, and they might not be able to fly back out by expanding their wings, dying in the tube. The simple netting prevents both from happening. Tree plots are an investment in time, well worth it if you're a serious deer hunter. If you've got the only fresh fruit in the neighborhood, you can be sure deer will be there when that fruit is ripe. I hope you have an opportunity to get outside and hunt or do a habitat project this week. But most importantly, find some time to be quiet and listen to what the Creator is saying to you. Thanks for watching GrowingDeer.tv.